100 landings as a Centurion. I have between 200 and 300 on the Midway.
Vern Jumper is a former Navy pilot who was in charge of the flight deck on the USS Midway during the capture of Saigon in 1975, ending the Vietnam War. He says those few hundred landings on the battleship were small compared to today's operations.
That's not a lot. You know, a lot of guys get 1,200 landings now in a career. We didn't even come close.
Jumper and fellow Navy aviator Ev Southwick are sharing their experiences with StoryCorps, a national nonprofit group celebrating 10 years of gathering intimate stories from people in 50 states. Southwick remembers his time on the Midway.
I was a junior officer of the watch, underway, under instruction.
Very good.
StoryCorps brought their Military Voices initiative to San Diego because of its large veterans population. It takes about an hour to fill out paperwork, take a picture, and record your story. It will then be archived at the Library of Congress with more than 45,000 other interviews from around the country.
I flew out of Miramar for 16 years, and I just loved it.